Continue to do training every other year. We are with either I don't like any of that. That wasn't at all where I was wanting to go.
I think we both had kind of gotten to a point in our lives where we just felt like we were supposed to be doing something else, and we were supposed to be doing something more.
And so I led the children's team to Costa Rica. And at that time, Bryan went on a men's trip to Peru. And it was on that men's trip he had been asking God, who do you want me to be as a father, as a man, as a husband, as your child?
And it just really started hitting home to me that this was what God was calling our family to do. But I also knew that I wasn't going to be able to just go home and say, hey, we're all packing up. And so I really just spent time in prayer. And one morning she came running into church. She came running in and she was like, I know what we're supposed to be doing. And it was like, we're supposed to be working with children in Costa Rica. And I just kind of patted her on the leg and said, yeah, I knew this about 5 or 6 months ago, and I've been praying for God to show that to you.
Well, we work with an organization called Conexion, and it's completely Latino based, except for us. We're the only North Americans. The rest of the organization is made up of Costa Ricans, Colombians, and Nicaraguans. What we do is we serve the people of Costa Rica. To us, what's important is serving those that need some TLC, that need tender loving care, that need to know that basic needs are being met so that we can turn around and then share the gospel with them also. It goes up to us doing children's program, youth programs, women's programs, and then family workshops, so every bit of it.
And one is our work in the public schools, which we spend a lot of time doing. Secondly, Beth Ann also teaches Celebrate Recovery in the women's prison. We also do what is referred to as an expedition, but it really is us teaching, training, and empowering a local church how to be better outreaches into their own communities.
We don't need to create what is it going to look like for a short-term team. We are already so involved every single day doing different acts of service that what we really need teams to be is to serve right alongside with us. Because if they like to do construction, we do it. Kids club, we do it. Prison, I mean, there's so many different there's so many different areas that we work in. So TMS Global is out of Norcross, Georgia, and they are started off being made up mainly of missionaries that have come back from the field and saw this need of how do we train missionaries to do what God wants them to do.
And one of the big things they are for us also is an accountability partner. Every one of our donations go through TMS Global. So if you're wanting to partner with us financially, that's one of the first places we'll start, is giving you that information on how to contact and hook up with them. And we are 100% responsible for all of our own fundraising. We don't have an organization that's writing a check or whatever. Everything that we have to stay on the field is raised through those funds. They allow us to be accountable and represented in the United States from a God perspective. And then our team here, our Connection Ministry team here, is what is actually able for us to be able to put those dollars into action.
More than anything, we need prayers. We need people praying for us as a family. We need people praying for us as an organization. We need people praying for the people that we're praying for. And the second thing you could do is support us financially. It takes a lot of resources for us to stay and live and serve in Costa Rica. Central America sounds like, oh, it's a third world country, it's not big, and so it's inexpensive. But that's not the truth. It actually cost us more to live here than it did for us to live in Alabama. And we love when teams come to see us, because it is just a breath of fresh air for us and allows us just to realize what we're doing and get some extra hands and feet in there to help us with it. We've been in Costa Rica over 10 years now, struggling a little bit at the first year of trying to adjust to culture, to by the third year we were here, we fell in love with Costa Rica. And yeah, and the people, definitely. This is home.